It's all about government being able to cut off the internet and then put their messages. That's the internet kill switch that they passed under Obama. So there is a program in place, still in place now. In fact, when Trump got elected, there were articles like, what if Trump uses the internet kill switch? Which really means the takeover switch, but he never did. This is how they're gonna do it, because they war gamed it. They go, oh, right-wing terrorists have, working with the Russians, they already said this, have hit the power grid, and one of the 5 grids in the US is down. We have to cut the internet off because they're using that to attack our systems. You'll only be off a few weeks, 15 days to flatten the curve, and then once it comes back, and then it'll all be their messages that right-wingers are working with Russians, they're gonna blow up things, and they're gonna attack the power grid through cyberspace, and we've gotta turn off the internet soon and arrest them all. So it's like, well, your power is off in many areas, and your internet's been off for weeks, even if that's not. If you just let us arrest the Trump supporters, we'll be able to turn the internet back on.
As the mass pandemonium and despair began to permeate society, there was a very unusual event that happened. Television, telephone, radio, and this other unusual communication device I was able to see into many, many homes in the United States, these white boxes that were about this big that looked to be like televisions. And when I saw these, they were in nearly every single home in the U.S. And they would have words written across them, and occasionally it would almost look as though television was playing through them. All of those media devices were shut down for about a 2-week period. I know now that what I was seeing was personal computers in people's homes. In 1980 and 81, there was less than 0.5% of American homes that had a computer in it, personal computer. And so I saw these in homes just about everywhere. All these things were shut down. This shutdown alarmed all of the peoples. After about 2 weeks of time, television and radio began to be back up and running. However, it was completely different than what was previously being broadcast. The broadcasts were being bombarded nearly everywhere, and they were depicting a soon-to-come new government and leadership. A man would be emerging to lead us. The man finally came on the scene, and he spoke with great eloquence. I wrote these things down exactly as I saw them. Now, what was strange about this is that this man's speeches and directions for the whole world had to do with new times upon us as human beings, new directives for global peace, and the need to give up current citizenship for world citizenship. Now listen to this, please, very carefully. At staggering rates, people were buying right into this plan that this man was releasing through the airwaves. At staggering rates. No resistance. No one was fighting it. No one was saying anything publicly.